All right.
All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, this is another edition of Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan and my wonderful and awesome guest who I'm going to get to right away here, Sister Zondra Evans. How are you doing today, my sister? God bless you.
Of course, doing well. So excited to be here. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Oh, yes, giving all honor and glory to God. Zondra, we want to make sure people understand that. I don't care what y'all think, Jesus is Lord.
Yes, he
So
is.
it doesn't matter what y'all think. We love you.
Yes.
Jesus is Lord. There's only one God, one Holy Spirit, and one Jesus, the Christ. So thank you so much for that time. Bless you today. Bless you as well, ladies and gentlemen that are listening out there on the network. Hey guys, we have Zondra Evans. She is an awesome entrepreneur, business owner, but she owns the TV network called Zondra TV. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that name. I mean, that was the only name to go with. What, right, Zondra? Zondra
That was the only thing that wasn't left. That was left. Like nobody's named Zondra, so we'll do Zondra TV.
Exactly. I love it. Well, Zondra, as you know, there's a lot going on our planet. And I always love to hear from our guests, just a little, anything you want to open up with, just to share a little motivation, encouragement, and anything you like to say from your heart before we get started with you today.
My heartfelt message is, I guess, what I crusade about every single day.
Yeah.
And that is that, we are in a dispensation of time.
Yes.
That really is calling out for us to be change agents.
Yes.
And to really change the trajectory, especially around what people are seeing and watching in their homes, on their phones. And so that's what I'm passionate about. And I think it's time for us to wake up and understand that our messaging needs to change, and that we have all power to really create a positive environment. So that's what's important to me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Zondra Evans. She is a game changer, no doubt about it, folks. And if you understand the digital world and what's going on, and what's exciting is the fact that you can have your own TV network or channel with Zondra. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. We're going to talk about her background a little bit first. And of course, we're going to talk about branding and exposure. As you know, that's the key to everything on the planet today. And then we're going to talk about this wonderful TV Media Incubator Academy that's coming up, because it's all about training. Guys, you got to get trained. You just can't be going out all willy-nilly trying to do stuff. You must know what you're doing. So work on that. But Zondra, if you would tell us a little bit about your background. You don't have to go all the way back when you was a little baby, but at least tell us where you from.
We don't want to go back that far, because that's a little too far.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I'm gonna try to summarize it. I'm a 40-year corporate vet. And so I spent 40 years in corporate America. And so I know that many people that are watching this is probably still in corporate America.
Yeah.
I only worked for 2 major companies in my whole life in that 40 years.
Yeah.
So that says that I'm extremely loyal and committed to what I do. But one day, I got a package. I was laid off from my second company. And I didn't even really know what to do. But the one thing that I can tell you now, as I look back, I had an exit strategy, and that exit strategy allowed me to kind of blow the dust off of it and start implementing. So if you're watching this and you're in corporate America, I highly suggest that you have an exit strategy, because either they're going to pull the trigger or you will one day.
That's right. That's exactly right. I love it. You got to have a plan, folks. You got to have a plan. I'm sitting here doing some multitasking so we can get this link out to everybody on the planet here in a minute. But guys, we are so excited about Zondra being with us today, because we are here to make sure you get ready. As you know, too, Zondra, and the numbers are probably even higher, but 5 million people in the United States said, I ain't going back to work. They got to do something else.
I ain't doing this no more.
Exactly.
Ooh, it freed a lot of people.
Yes, it did. It's wonderful, because guys, you have something inside you. Now, nothing wrong with working. We know we got to pay our bills, right? Nothing wrong with that, but you still got to keep the lights on, right? We don't want you in your Mercedes-Benz, and no home, We want you to have a house and electric and gas and all that good stuff. So you got to pay your bills. The key is to always never stop building your dream. That's the key right there, until you're able to move on. So guys, it's about entrepreneurship as well. Matter of fact, Zondra, if you don't mind, can you share a little bit about the shift that's happening in our nation, really, because people are saying, I'm tired of working for somebody else. Can you just talk a little bit about that shift? Are you feeling that shift from other people and say, I want to start my own network. I want to be on TV. I want to have my own channel. I want to brand my business through Zondra TV network. Can you talk a little bit? Is that really happening today?
It really is. And here's the thing. Every week, I do about 10 calls a week, sometimes a little bit more. But at least 2 of the 10 calls are people that are in corporate America making the decision to exit.
Yes.
And so when I ask the question why people are exiting, it's this, it happened during the pandemic.
Yes.
I mean, we really want to be serious about it. The pandemic actually opened people's minds to the power of positive possibility and potential that rest inside of them.
Yes.
And I think understanding that anything can happen, are we willing to really end our life and take what we know that we have been called to do to the grave? And so I think it really woke up a lot of people. So I think that you're getting more and more awake about the need to establish a legacy for yourself. And we could do it with a company, but you need a legacy of your own. And so the last guy, just before this interview that I talked to, getting ready to exit corporate America, my words of wisdom to him was establish yourself in the community, because getting into the community, and I don't mean in the community where you live, I'm talking about the community as the world. It's extremely important. But you have to write the storyline. And so what is your storyline today? And most of us only have a storyline based on the company that we work for.
Oh, I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Zondra Evans, ladies and gentlemen. She is a multiple international award-winning TV network host, owner, CEO, everything, folks. She's got a powerful program here. Also, guess what, guys? Their episodes are watched on Roku, of course, Amazon Fire and Apple TV. And you can, of course, download and get more information about that on Zondra TV channel. Hey, the website guy, I want you guys right now, if you're listening to this live right now and later on, you need to go to zondratv.com. It is nice. You did a good job. Y'all did a good job on that website, folks. You can see part of it right here. Beautiful job there.
Thank you.
And also, too, you can schedule your discovery call today. Also, beonztv.com, beonztv.com as well, folks. For those, I want at least 500 people to blow her phone up and blow her network up, guys, to be on there. Guys, if you have a business, entrepreneurs, you need to contact Zondra about having a channel on her network. Learn more about that. It's about exposure, folks, and it's a global stage that you must be on. It's not just the United States. We're talking about the global stage as we talk about this area as well. Well, Zondra, I'm excited about you being here. Hey, guys, we got to talk about a little bit because of the time today we have with her. Zondra, let's talk about this branding and entrepreneurial marketing that really matters. What is this all about? What is that part?
You know, listen, I guess why it's important is because you have to understand that if you, have the mindset of only having a local business, it's easy to go out of business because how much locality can you service, right? So we think that we are global because we are on platforms, social platforms, and we think that makes us global, and that really doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I always ask people, how many people bought something from you for being on Facebook or any of them? It don't make no difference who it is. It's an exposure thing.
Yes, it is.
And so if you really reframe your mindset to understand that in your business, you have to have a global presence, you have to have a global economy. So that means that money spends the same. I have many producers that are in Australia. Well, guess what? And in London, because they want to be on TV as well. So you have to figure out, what are you going to do in order to create a global presence? You have to be willing to do that. And one of the ways is through, obviously, streaming TV. It's not the only way. You have to have a good digital footprint, because guess who's the source? Everybody goes to Google and checks out, oh, should I work with them? Is their name? You're putting in people's names every day. So you really got to make sure that you're making a difference in that space.
Oh, I love it. That's right. It's all about planning. In fact, Zondra, we're going to talk offline about the planning, because 90% of my clients right now don't plan well. They got a great idea. They're geniuses. They got everything in their head, but not on paper. And we got to help you with that as well. So guys, I want you, for a quick commercial break, guys, I want you guys to go to ZondraTV.com, ZondraTV.com for more information about this powerful network that she has set up. And for those who want to schedule that discovery call to see if you qualify, because you got to qualify for this stuff too now, guys. She just don't take anybody on the network, I'm sure. But guys, you got to go to beonztv.com, beonztv.com. Check it out right now. I want you guys to push this out on your platforms as well. I love it. You know, matter of fact, what's exciting too, Zondra, is the fact I am so glad that you are in this business, because there's been a shift, as you know. Cable has been a shift from cable to the digital world, from even satellite television. I guess satellite was first, then cable, and then now digital television. This is not going anywhere. This stuff will be on Pluto. Your probably stuff will be seen on Pluto one day. You know, I'm excited about that.
It will be.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be excited about that, man, because they'll be transmitting directly from here, from Zondra TV, all the way out to the universe there. So we're excited about that. So I guess one of the things I wanted to ask, because most of my clients and most of my network, Zondra, are entrepreneurs. So could you talk a little bit about how it's important to have a digital footprint on your network?
Yeah, and not just on my network, I just think in general. So first of all, let's talk about, a digital footprint is what creates a digital landscape. But I also believe that you have to have a strategy. You need a digital strategy in order to really build your business. You've got to think about, when the pandemic happened, I want to use that because a lot of businesses went out of business because they didn't have a digital component to their business. So if we've already seen it happen one time, then I would say that a wise entrepreneur is going to prepare themselves for the possibility, right? So it's almost like having a fire extinguisher, in your office building in case something catch on fire. Well, guess what? You need a digital footprint just in case something goes wrong, right? Then maybe I have a brick and mortar and you can't come there. So how do you establish that digital footprint? Well, there's 3 to 4 solid ways in my mind. The first one is you're going to be interviewed on TV, not on any TV, on streaming TV, not for 5 minutes, but for 30 minutes. So you can really tell your story, because guess what? People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And that's going to get you global right there, because we distribute globally. The second thing is, I often ask, why shouldn't you have a commercial running on TV every single day? Now, I don't know why you shouldn't. And so we've leveled the playing field so that you can have a commercial that's streaming on Amazon, Roku, and Apple. But not only that, we can put it on Hulu by demographic as well. So that's important. And then the third thing is, you are giving away your intellectual knowledge. Why would you give away your intellectual knowledge on social platforms? Now, I believe that you give some, but you don't give all. That is your intellectual knowledge and property. Therefore, why wouldn't you want to put it in a place where you can earn income and revenue streams from sharing your message globally? And that's being a producer on TV.
Oh, I love it. Hey, that's why we got the best on the network, guys, today. Zondra Evans is with us, the CEO and founder of Zondra TV Network. I just love that. It kind of flows right off your mouth there. Zondra TV Network. That's powerful, sis. I love the name. That's part of our branding, right? The branding is that. I mean, I think everybody who sees that will never forget Zondra TV Network. That's for sure. It will be embedded in your subconscious now, guys, as we talk about the digital footprint and also building your brand, building your business as well. One area I got to talk about with you, Zondra, is our young people. We got some brilliant young people who are graduating, who are coming out of med school, coming out of being a scientist, doctor, lawyer, whatever their background is. And they need to be on your channel, I think, as well. But can you talk to our young people about getting into this digital world as well?
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting. I think about young folks and I go, well, think the microwavable generation.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I think about myself spending 40 years in corporate America and only working at 2 companies. And I think that ain't what's happening when people are graduating from college today. They're actually graduating saying, I can do my own thing. There's probably more entrepreneurs that are graduating out of college. They might work for a minute. And then they say, I can do this myself. I got a great idea. And they're courageously intentional enough to try it. So, but here's the thing, be ahead of the game. And so when I say be ahead of the game, I have to say everything is a story. I talked to a woman yesterday that was saying, and then I wanna film, and then I want to put it on YouTube. And I'm going, why would you want to put it on YouTube versus putting it on TV globally? That you can control your messaging then, and you can control people seeing that. And you can make additional revenue that you may not make.
That's what we're going to talk about next.
That right there, that money trail. There's five potential revenue streams in TV that we're leaving behind. So if you're a young entrepreneur and you're coming straight out of college and you're going to start a business, get into digital streaming now. I don't mean digital streaming live on a social platform. I mean, I want you to be on TV. This is the time, it's now, that you can still afford to do that and be effective at it.
Oh, I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Zondra Evans, ladies and CEO and founder of the Zondra TV network. Guys, I want to do a quick commercial break for her, ZondraTV.com. I want you guys to blow that up and send that out to all your platforms as well. And also to schedule some time with her, guys, be on ZTV.com, be on ZTV.com, ladies and gentlemen, Zondra TV network. I love it. Now, you hit something that was very important there, folks. Folks don't understand, when you're in business, your goal is to make a profit, make money, monetization. Could you just hit that just a little bit more, Ms. Zondra? People gotta understand that they gotta make money off their network. If they're not making money, why are you in business? Thank you very much.
Right, you gotta, but that has to do with strategy too. But let me just say this.
Please,
I deal a lot with kingdom-driven entrepreneurs, what I call entre-believers.
Yes.
They're entrepreneurs, they're believers, but they believe that it's a mission, and you know, I've been called to do this, and they struggle with asking for the sale. And here's the deal: nobody is in business just to be in business. Nobody is on TV because nobody's doing vanity media. You don't want vanity media. You want media that is actually going to turn you a profit.
Exactly.
And so in TV, there are multiple streams of revenue on the table. And I'll just give you two right now: a commercial, advertisement, and a sponsor of an episode. You can have episode sponsor or a title sponsor, but at the end of the day, commercials are real. And what we have built, I'm not tooting our horn, I'm just telling the truth and nothing but the truth. We've built it where we have a commercial development department that you sell a commercial. If they don't have it developed, we develop it for you and then stream it on all of these different streaming platforms on TV. And then we give a social media campaign as well, because we want you to also use social media, but it can't be the only thing that you do. If that is your plan, you will slowly go out of business.
Absolutely. Guys, Zondra talking about a strategy. Guys, business strategy. That's what we do as consultants, as media moguls. We do all of that, folks. But the goal is you have a service at Zondra TV network that can give you the full package as well. And guess what, guys? You got to learn this stuff. You must learn it. If you're an entrepreneur, you must learn the details, the information about the whole network of business in this area, guys. And Zondra TV and her team has that potential there with you guys through a branding and exposing, marketing, and all the above, because marketing does matter, folks. Matter of fact, if we could sum up our whole world, it's about selling and buying. It's really what it's all about. Just selling and buying. But you got to market in order to get those done, guys. That's all we do. We market and sell, and we buy stuff, and we keep doing that over and over again. And no company is going to be in business if they're not selling their product, goods, or services, folks, without a doubt. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Zondra, let's shift now to this wonderful TV Media Incubator Academy, because you got a lot going on there, sister. What is that all about? Can people sign up for that too?
You better know they can sign up for the Incubator Academy. You know what? Here's my thing. I'm an old corporate girl, so you know I grew up in some of my world was corporate development.
Yes.
Which means that I developed coursework and that kind of thing at one point in my life. And so when I decided I was going to build a network, and I heard a little voice that said, "Teach them." It felt like a TV Media Incubator Academy, and I'm a believer. Here's my belief system. I'm not in entertainment, I'm in edutainment. And I believe that when we get the knowledge and we apply the knowledge,
Yes.
then we see a result. So we built the academy to be experiential, which basically means you learn and then we have you apply what you learn. And then you learn some more and you apply it. And then you learn some more and you apply it. Because we believe that application is the way to get people to understand how it really works. And so the academy is a 12-month program, but it's all inclusive. It includes 6 episodes being filmed, edited, and distributed for you. It includes marketing, press releases, all of your marketing and promotional material. It includes a premiere, but it includes the knowledge about the business, because TV is a business. Do you understand? People haven't been in TV all these years providing TV with commercials, and now there's many other ways to make money on TV, but just that commercial revenue alone is anywhere from $100 to $150 to $200,000 a year in just one stream. So you think about all the streams that you can create, but you need to learn the business.
Absolutely. That is key right there, folks. You got to learn the business. And that's anything, guys. Come on, we know that. That's anything, whether it's your job, your business, your ideas, whatever. Always get to know what you got to do, your research, basically. And that's what we're here to do to help you out. And Zondra's TV network team has that capability, guys, of helping you take you to the next level. So guys, bring it. Hey, I want to do another commercial break, guys. For those who are just joining us on the network, we're here with Zondra Evans, the CEO and founder of Zondra TV Network. Go to zondratv.com, guys, check it out. Beautiful website, and also has all the information that you need for your content and for information that you need to learn about. Also, too, I highly recommend all these serious entrepreneurs. Don't be just playing around now. If you're serious about this, guys, you can schedule some time with her. beonztv.com, beonztv.com, and she'll kind of qualify you and see if you're ready. She may send you back home to come up with some more information, right? So don't feel bad if she send you home and then say, come back when you're ready, right? Because she'll give you some information too as well on how to do that, guy. We want you to be prepared. That's all it's about. Because I tell you, the world is looking for your content and looking for your opportunity out there as well on top of that. Wow. Hey, guys, we're on Power Connections with my beautiful guest today here, Zondra Evans. She is a genius, guys. She's also very brilliant in this area. Just be able to pull us together. And the fact that we got to honor the Black woman, being a Black woman, that's awesome by itself. Man, hallelujah in that area. Matter of fact, let me ask you a question, Zondra. How many Black women are there in this industry right now worldwide? I mean, I know it's not enough, but are there more, or is that growing?
Well, listen, somebody, one of my collaborative partners out of Arizona, kind of did a drill with me about a month ago, because I was like, okay, there are other Black women that own a TV network. So really, I think there's probably maybe a total of 7 throughout the country, and that might be one international. But to own a TV network with an academy that I actually build producers from the ground up and then distribute them on my network. I don't know that there's anyone else that's really doing that. So he had me go through the little thing like, well, how many women in Dallas do you know that have the distribution that you have and an academy? And I was like, none. He said, okay, now go nationwide. And I said, none. And then he said, well, go global. And I was like, well, I don't know anybody. It doesn't mean that don't exist, but I haven't met them yet. So there's probably 7 women that have a TV network on streaming. We're talking about streaming and privately owned, because see, that's the thing. When we are on these other platforms, they're not privately owned, and so they can decide to cut you any day of the week. We privately own our distribution. We privately own our network. So
that's the difference, right? And that's what I wanted to hear, guys. She owns it. Matter of fact, Tyler Perry says, own everything.
Do you own everything? I own the name, you own it all.
That's right. That's how you do it, folks. Because she's right. If another company that you're working with, not knocking them, I'm just saying, if they go out of business or do a different way, they just shut you down, and you don't even get your content back some cases, as you know. Everything you put in there is all theirs now. So you got to make sure that you are owning your stuff, guys, so you can share this stuff with your family. This is willable. I'm sure it is willable. This is willable to her family if she decides to do it, or willable to a foundation, all the above. But Miss Zondra Evans owns the network. That's the key, folks. you must own the content, own the platform. I'm talking about from the ground up. You must own everything. Every time a penny is lost, she knows about it. You know, you want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? She don't know if it's gained, she wants to know about that too. But the point is, when you own stuff, folks, you own it. That's the bottom line. Tyler Perry.
Well, I think what it is, though, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Kevin,
No,
but
you're
to
fine.
me, it's about owning the narrative. Like, I don't want nobody telling me that I can't say X. I own my network. I own my Roku, Amazon. I own what I have because it's privately owned. We're on the same network. You can see, download us on Roku, you know, add the channel on Amazon Fire, but I own the content. And so not being able to be shut down. And I have to just tell this story. There was another distribution arm, very big distribution, actually just shut down one of my alliances because they said this, and this is what they used. So this is why I'm telling you, they can do whatever they want to do. They said all of your shows are not in a studio setting. They're more Zoom like this. And so we're not, we can't continue to distribute you. So people can decide to do anything they want to, but when you own it, no, I don't call shots like that. That don't make sense. So we want to control the narrative. We not just be an owner, but control the narrative and control our means to distribute.
Absolutely. That means, ladies and gentlemen, that we can shoot it outside, inside, studio style, Zoom style, whatever we want. As long as the quality's there. We want the quality there, of course. The key is that you're doing it there. I love that, Sister Zondra. That's beautiful because that's the key right there. And you're right. It gives you that flexibility. You know, especially if God tells you to do something, you ain't going to be restricted because somebody else doesn't want to do it. So you do what you're told to do. If God tells you to do something, you do what He say, and it'll be all right, folks. And that's powerful. That is powerful. Well, Zondra, you know, one area I always love to hear for our audience out there on these platforms is that they need to be a little motivated in this area. So do you give us some takeaways today and some actions that people need to take as it relates to Zondra TV Network? We want people to really take advantage of this and be a part of that, but also be very serious and intentional.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things. So I mean, because I'm a strategist, so I think you have to write it and make it plain. So that's the first thing. But I also think that you've got to do the work on your mindset. And what do I really mean by that? I mean that, do you really believe that you're the most valuable asset? Do you really believe that you are the true resource and commodity? And there's nothing greater than who you are and what you have to offer the world. And so if you really answer that question, then and the answer is, yes, I believe that. Then my next question is, then why is it that we don't differentially invest in ourselves to be better and to be where we need to be in order to elevate our brand? And so that's really it. You got to answer those questions. If you do believe that, then you should be seeking to be interviewed on TV. You should be seeking to get a commercial on TV. You should be seeking, if you have content that you're giving away, stop giving it away. Become a producer on TV, distribute your content and get paid for it. Now, either you believe it or you don't. If you believe it, call me.
Absolutely. That's the bottom line. Exactly. And guys, this is a professional network. So we want you to be professional, guys, in that area as well. And we want you to be able to contact her. So guys, everybody listening on this network right now, this is the MLT network. Guys, you're on Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan. My beautiful and awesome and brilliant and genius guest is Zondra Evans. You guys can contact her real quick, ZondraTV.com. For that beautiful website, guys. Got a lot of information on there for you about her and the network as well. But guys, I want you guys to schedule some time, if nothing else, to learn more about what you need to be prepared for before you even start talking to Zondra, because some of you are just getting into the game. We understand that, but you got to have information. You got to have good counsel. And she has it, beonztv.com, beonztv.com, to schedule some time with Zondra Evans and her team. Where she can give you some counsel on, see if you're ready to get started on branding yourself digitally and learning more about this wonderful, wonderful network. Man, Zondra, this is amazing, man. What, you know, this is a great time to be alive, isn't it? Just a great time to be here, isn't it?
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited because you know what?
exactly.
Media is one of the seven mountains of
Yeah,
influence, and I think that even for you, Kevin, that
yeah,
we've been called to do this
yeah,
is amazing. But
absolutely.
many people have actually been called to media.
Yeah,
We need as many voices, we need as much content as we possibly can to
yes,
change the
yes,
conversation
yes, yes.
and to really arrest the attention of the people. And so, if you've got that message and you've been called to this, it's
Yep,
time.
absolutely.
Now is the time. Not a year from now, not 6 months from it's now. Now
Yeah.
is the time.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. What great wisdom there from Zondra, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, statistically, guys, right now, 8 billion people on the planet, 4.7, almost 5 billion people on the internet right now. 5 billion people are on the internet right this second, folks. You don't think you need to be on there? Of course. So you're going to have a strategy, you're going to have understanding of what's going on. Zondra TV can help you guys in that platform, in that space, in that branding, in that marketing as well. So Zondra, we are excited about your genius and putting this together for the folks out there around the globe as well. Zondra, we always got to give our wonderful guests some final thoughts before we let you go. We got a couple more minutes here. Give final thoughts. Take your time, my dear.
Well, I've got a lot of final thoughts, I guess, and my number one message is, we all want to wait till everything is lined up perfectly, but life is never lined up perfectly.
Never
And
happened.
so you got to pull the trigger because faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
And so that means that I have to be in action. I've got to be actionable in
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
doing,
Yeah.
whether it's building the strategy, whether it's having you a business coach that can help you to think through and
Mhm.
see your blind spots. Because I promise you, we all have blind spots.
Yes.
That's why I have 4 different types of coaches, because I have blind spots.
Yes.
So you do too. If I have them, you do too. Get the right resources in place and start making actionable steps. It'll never be perfect, but it doesn't need to be. It just
Mhm.
needs to be good. And so just start making movements in that direction. Listen, and the other thing is, don't think that you have to build it. A lot of times we want to be competing with each other. I'll build my own network. Well, okay, go build your own network. That's cool, but it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of resources. It takes a lot of time to build what we built. We have sent 45 people through this academy. So you want to talk about a proof of concept? The proof of concept is done. We know what it takes. You got to learn the business. So you got to be taught the business in
Mhm.
order to be able to establish the business,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's one thing that I want y'all to hear. And then I want to close with this, as I always do, that I don't believe life circumstances, define you. They don't. We're all going to have circumstances in our life. But what I do know is that life circumstances actually creates depth in your character. And so it's about character, that we're nurturing and putting it on the potter's wheel. And that's what this is happening when circumstances
Yeah.
happen in your life. It doesn't mean for you to quit. It just means we're smoothing out the edges and creating depth in the character of who you are and what you're going to do in this world. So that's it for me, Kevin.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Zondra. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to Zondra Evans, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO and founder of Zondra TV Network. We've been talking about branding and exposing marketing that really matters for your business guys, and also the TV Media Incubator Academy, ladies and gentlemen. It's a powerful area. These are areas that the entrepreneur, I'm talking about the real entrepreneur, is excited about and needs in their network. No matter what your business model is, guys, from all around the globe, you're going to need these areas, folks: the branding, the exposure and marketing, and of course the academy, of which is the training side of this as well. And last, guys, we want to let you know ZondraTV.com. I want everybody listening to this on the planet to go to that website, ZondraTV.com. And for those who want to schedule some time with the network there, guys, be on ZTV.com, be on ZTV.com. Zondra, thank you so much for your time today. Woo-wee. I love it. What a great time.
Thank you,
Wow.
Kevin. It was a blast.
Oh, yes.
I'd love to come back anytime. It was really awesome. Thank you so much, Kevin. You're an amazing host.
Thank you so much, Zondra. We're excited. We serve a mighty God. And I'm going to tell you guys, Zondra, I'm going to tell you this as I tell everybody else, or not everybody, but, God said, just get excited about me. I said, yes, sir. So, you get excited about God, man. He'll get excited about you and do some great things. And we serve a mighty God, folks, and he wants the best for you. And he shows us that through Zondra Evans, guys. He created her from his matrix, and we know that she'll be successful. But guess what? We're going to have to follow his plan. That's the key. Follow his plan. We'll be all right, folks. And guess what, guys? Nothing can stop you. It's all up here. She talked about mindset earlier too, guys. Mindset is so important. But when you get that mindset in place, as Zondra knows, nothing can stop you, guys. I love it. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Zondra, again, thank you so much for your time. You are part of this network. We want to have you periodically back on, specifically for the teaching and training side of this, where the academy is involved. Anything you got going on, you're welcome to come back on for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, or 5 hours if we need to do that. So whatever it takes there for that. Love it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, appreciate you. Hey, we're going to talk offline for a second there, 2 minutes. So hold on, Zondra. Hey, I want to leave you with this real quickly, guys. Always remember to out-love, out-serve, and out-forgive each other. And remember that Jesus is Lord. And there's nothing you can't do with your digital platform with Zondra TV Network. God bless you, guys. Thank you so much. Zondra, thank you so much again for your time today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Amen. God bless you, everybody. Bye-bye.